In ancient times, everyone had supernatural powers. Even servants could use water-controlling magic to clean the courtyard. Even their walk carried an ethereal, otherworldly grace. However, even though Alice was the daughter of a noble family, she was freely bullied by the servants, all because she was a muggle without any powers. Originally, she was supposed to be executed, but due to her father's protection, she was allowed to live until now. However, this also made her status in the family extremely low. Even the servants would mock and torment her. One day, Alice came to deliver tea to her stepsister Jessica, only to find Jessica in a fit of rage because she had been arranged to marry William. But she had heard that William had a violent temper and an ugly appearance and absolutely refused to marry him. However, William's family was a powerful, noble clan, one that Alice's father couldn't afford to offend. So Jessica had no choice but to marry into that family. While the stepmother was fretting over her daughter's marriage, Alice suddenly walked in. The stepmother immediately had an idea. She suggested that Alice marry William instead. And so, the next day, Alice was sent off, but it was only the butler who came to pick her up. Alice instantly realized that William didn't care much about his new wife, so she had to tread carefully in every way. After entering the house, she prepared to report to William, but just then, two maids threw a basket of laundry at her, mistaking her for a newly arrived servant. Alice explained that she was the new lady of the house, but the maids didn't believe her. They had heard that Alice's family specialized in water magic, so they deliberately used fire magic to mess with her. When Alice couldn't dodge it, the maids immediately suspected that she was a muggle. Afraid they might report her, Alice turned and ran. The maids chased after her relentlessly. They soon caught her and used magic to toss her into the pond. Alice begged them pitifully, but the maids demanded that she use her powers, or else they would turn her in for money. Alice ran away with all her strength, but she was still caught by the two maids. Just as she was about to be tortured to death, William suddenly appeared and saved her. The next moment, Alice collapsed into William's arms. She could hold on no longer and fainted. William immediately noticed the jade pendant on her neck and realized she was the girl who had once saved his life. Back then, he had nearly frozen to death in a snowy wilderness, and at the critical moment, a young girl gave him a steamed bun. Since then, he had sworn to repay the girl for saving his life. He never imagined she would become his wife one day. Only then did the two maids realize she truly was the lady of the house. They immediately knelt and begged for mercy. Furious, William ordered them to be executed on the spot. He then carried Alice straight back to her room and personally used his power to heal her injuries. Alice soon regained consciousness. William gently told her there was no need to be so timid from now on. If any servants bullied her again, she could punish them directly, and he would always be on her side. Alice blushed shyly. To make it up to her, William spared no expense, wishing he could give her every jewel he owned. He even personally put on a pair of embroidered silk shoes for her. As he still had official duties, William told Alice to buy whatever she liked. He'd be back soon. Alice nodded obediently, but just as William stepped out, he ran into Jessica. Jessica was instantly captivated by his handsome face. After William left, she immediately ordered someone to investigate his identity. Later, Jessica went into a shop to buy clothes, but the shopkeeper told her that everything had already been bought by William's lady. That's when Jessica noticed Alice was there too. Alice stepped forward and bowed politely. Arrogant as ever, Jessica pulled her close and ordered her to help with changing clothes. Alice accidentally hurt Jessica a little and was immediately pushed to the ground by her. Jessica cursed her, calling her a useless muggle, and said even breathing air was a waste for someone like her. Unexpectedly, William had just returned and overheard her words. He instantly stepped in and stopped Jessica. Only then did Jessica realize who he really was. She was filled with deep regret. She tried to win William over, but William only wanted to stand up for Alice. As things were about to get out of control, Alice quickly stepped in to stop William. Out of respect for Alice's plea, William finally spared Jessica. However, once she returned home, Jessica asked her parents to find a way to marry her off to William. Her father scolded her for being blind to the opportunity before, and now shamelessly throwing herself at someone who already rejected her. But Jessica didn't care at all. She threatened to take her own life if they didn't help. Her stepmother quickly added that Alice was just a muggle, and if William ever found out, he would surely reject her. Then how could they possibly stay connected to someone like William? It would be better to find a way to have Jessica marry him instead. What they didn't know was that William had long known Alice was a muggle, but he didn't mind at all. He even split the jade pendant he had worn for 20 years into two, giving one half to Alice so she could use it to protect herself in times of danger. But what William didn't know was Alice wasn't really a muggle at all. In fact, her marriage to William had been carefully planned from the very beginning. Even being bullied by Jessica was something she had deliberately staged for William to witness, all so she could stir William's sympathy for her. But in truth, her power was far greater than William's.